Hello again, it's me, your G Little Red. Got another foraging video for you guys today. We're going to look at Ruby or Scarlet Elf Cups. So, these guys, they look exactly the same and you can't differentiate the difference between a Scarlet or a Ruby Elf Cup unless you've got a microscope because they look exactly the same. They're both edible. I wouldn't say that these can be confused with anything else. The only other type of mushroom I can think of that looks similar is Peziza species, which does not have this colouring at all. So if you are going to go out and look for these cups, I mean the clue is in the name, Ruby Scarlet Elf Cups. So you're looking for this bright red colour. So I'm going to show you these. Obviously you can see clearly where they get their name from because they form a little cup shape, a very distinct cup shape here. And obviously the folklore is that when it rains it fills up with water and an elf would then have their little drink out of this. So they have a small stem at the bottom. These grow on dead and dying wood. You'll often see them on the floor and you probably think they're grown out of the leaf litter, but if you have a little dig around, you'll find them grown from a little twig or a branch that's lying beneath the leaf litter. They do grow directly off like fallen logs and things as well, but I've only ever found them on like broken twigs and stuff that's lying on the floor. So they can vary in their size. So obviously here I've got a really large one. And right next to it I've got the cutest little cup ever. Sorry, it's not gonna focus for you, but yeah, look at this little guy. He's so cute. So they are fairly fragile. You can see this one's broke in the middle. I'd say they have a kind of almost waxy texture. The inside of that cup will be very smooth. Apparently they make a bit of a puffing noise when they release their spores, and you can often see like a little cloud of dust coming from them when they do release their spores. So these are an edible mushroom. I've actually had these in the fridge for about 5 days now. Just because I wasn't able to do my video straight away. So these have kept pretty well, to be honest. They might have a really good flavour. I haven't tried them yet. Obviously they're quite dirty, so ensure that you clean them well. Mushroom brush would be adequate, or a damp cloth to give them a wipe with. I don't have a mushroom brush and I currently use a paintbrush, which, you know, it's not the best, but it does the job. Hey, I can't complain. So there's a lot of debate as to whether or not these are edible raw. I've seen many people on the foraging groups that I follow saying that they taste like radish when they're raw, but I'm not going to be responsible for somebody getting an upset stomach or disagreeing with them. So I would cook these just to be on the safe side, but I cook all wild mushrooms because there is always a very small chance that it could give you a bit of an upset stomach, bit of gastrointestinal distress there, and we really don't want that. You know, we want to have a nice little experience of enjoying your mushrooms and not being stuck on the toilet for the full day the next day. I'm trying to smell. They've just got an average mushroomy smell to them, but I was super pleased to find these because it was my first time finding them. So I think the season runs from November to April. It probably runs longer than that, but those are the most common months that you're going to find them in, when there's not a lot of mushrooms around. When I first found these, I actually thought it was a Coke bottle or something like that, but I knew that it was around the time for the elf cup, so I went and investigated further. So if you find one, just have a little dig about in the litter on the floor, the leaf litter. You're probably going to find a few more, and obviously if you cook them and add them on top of whatever dish you're making, they're just going to give you that lovely pop of colour. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Till next time, happy foraging, everyone. Bye-bye.